History, we've made many mediums to spread our feelings or entertain each other. We created music and art, television and radio, but I'd argue one of the most iconic mediums in American history is the American comic book. The American comic book was a medium that brought together art and literature in a manner to entertain children and did so for decades. And to this day, the American comic book is a multi-billion-dollar industry with fans around the world. What is the American comic book? Comic books date back to the 17th century in Japan as small booklets that encapsulated battles, folklore, or historical events. They first arrived in Europe in the 19th century, and the first true example of an American comic book was in 1842 called The Adventures of Obadiah Oldbuck. Comics became a staple in newspapers and magazines in the 20th century, and the first true American comic book, which was meant only for comics, was Action Comics #1, in which Superman was first introduced. The impact of American comic books are far-reaching throughout modern American history. In the early 20th century, comic books were often used to encourage war efforts and to get people to buy war bonds. Captain America was made purely for this purpose in World War II. Comic books continued to support American military by premiering superheroes fighting our opposition. Captain America fighting Hitler personally, or Superman helping to defeat the Viet Cong. They also reflected major events in American history, such as the height of the drug war, with Green Arrow's sidekick, Speedy, becoming addicted to heroin, and the push for marriage equality, with Northstar marrying his partner in the first homosexual marriage in comic book history. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of comic books. Comic books have seen a major resurgence after a slow decline through the 80s and 90s and a complete crash in the 2000s with new modern recreations of older comic books and movie adaptation. Beginning with the semi-popular Spider-Man trilogy in 2002, all the way up to the box office shattering Avengers movies. Movie adaptations have saved the comic book industry. Superhero movies have earned $1 billion worldwide and caused the highest rate of comic book purchases since 1997. Comic books are an American legacy with a personification of characteristics we value most: bravery, strength, and integrity. They have persisted through the highest and lowest points in American history, and due to the resurgence with movies and TV, they will persist for decades more, encapsulating the American ideals as well as providing entertainment to hundreds of millions of people. Comic books remain a true American medium.